And we're good to go. Got it. Yes. So I guess we're very good to go right now. So I can revert back to my video and we get started now. Okay. So, like I mentioned earlier, there's a familiar or a peculiar African story I would love to share with every one of us. Now, the honest reality is this: except your father is, an Otedola or a Strive William or a Dangote, or some of those very wealthy set of Africans, where like you come from a family of wealth, you hardly find it almost impossible to study in the US, to study in Canada, or to study in the UK, mostly because the school fees are quite very expensive. So for years, for generations, we've always utilized the easiest pathway. And what's the easiest pathway? Getting fully funded opportunities, getting graduate assistantship, applying for the Commonwealth Scholarship, applying for the Chevening Scholarship, applying for Erasmus Scholarship, applying for all of the several scholarships we get to see around the world. So, despite how good you are, despite how qualified you are, despite the degree you might have graduated with in your first degree, despite everything you think you deserve, whether it's quality work experience, whether it's a quality first degree, oftentimes only 1% of qualified Africans get fully funded opportunities to study in the US, to study in Canada, to study in Germany, to study in France, to study in Belgium, to study in Portugal, to study in Denmark, where the Proconnectpay loan is fully applicable. Only 1% of Africans oftentimes get that fully funded opportunity, get that scholarship. Only 1% of Africans. So look at the problem here. When you do not get that funding, when you do not get that scholarship, what do? You give up on your aspiration by saying, I'll try next year. I'll try again next 2 years. I'll try again in future. Totally abandoning that dream and desire to acquire a global education. And for many of us, it's not just about acquiring that global education. It's about acquiring a global education that serves as a pathway to settling down in that country, finding, getting a job, getting citizenship, making an impact in society. And more importantly, raising your family in these countries where you've gone to acquire a global education. It's almost impossible today to relocate or to emigrate without utilizing education as the vehicle, because it is guaranteed, it is the safest, and it is the surest. So when 99% of Africans do not get that fully funded opportunity, despite the fact that they are qualified, despite the fact that they are good, despite the fact that they have credible track records, somehow they do not get this funding to enable them to pursue that aspiration to study in the US or Canada. So for those of you with that desire, I want to acquire a global education that guarantees me global opportunities and paying opportunities post-graduation. I can tell you for free that you are currently in the right place. So let me say this: whatever your aspiration is to pursue the American or the Canadian dream, if your aspiration is strictly to get your family members out of Africa, but you know that education is the pathway, you are totally welcome on our platform. If you also know that your desire to acquire a global education is anchored on the belief that I want to compete for global job opportunities in global Fortune 500 companies and global Fortune 1000 companies, then you are obviously in the right place. Some of you, the idea of acquiring a global education looks too good on your CV, and you don't mind just having that. So whatever your desire is, whatever is motivating you to take on this process of wanting to emigrate or japa in the context of the Nigerian slang, Proconnectpay will cater for that aspiration. Proconnectpay will cater for that goal. Proconnectpay will cater for that life-changing mission. And as I speak to you today, just an hour or two before this meeting, we had a candidate on our platform successfully get a visa, approved, $50,000 US. So the big question is, how exactly does Proconnectpay power and support that desire of high potential applicants that are desirous of acquiring a global education? How exactly do we support that goal? How exactly do we support that dream? Of course, we do that through the $100,000 US loan we provide. We do that through the $100,000 US loan we provide. So it means that if you are here and you need a loan to pay for your tuition, to pay for your living cost, to pay for your cost of living, to pay for your health insurance, and to pay for your flight ticket, Proconnectpay provides up to $100,000 US. We're not going to give you the money directly. No. The money will not be given to you. You cannot come and tell us that, oh, Proconnectpay, I need $50,000. Whatever amount you tell us you need is the same amount that must tally with what your school says is the amount you need. So the loan we provide covers 4 major components. And anybody on this platform with a desire to study abroad, then this is your pathway. And of course, we are the set of persons you need to talk to. Please, guys, give me 1 minute. Let me drink water quickly. I'll be back shortly. Thank you. So, like I was saying, we provide $100,000 US. You don't need a collateral. You don't need a guarantor. You don't even need proof of funds or deposit somewhere to access this loan. You don't even need your kidney or your destiny. You don't need to bring any of your children or any of your family members to come and keep down as collateral, as okay, well, I'll pay you the money in future. We don't even need to know you personally to approve the loan for you. All you need is your desire to emigrate, your desire to Japan, like we say in Nigeria, that's the local context for emigrate, and your desire to acquire a global education. That's exactly what you need. Of course, You have to be a graduate of a university, a graduate of a polytechnic, or a current university undergraduate. One of the three. So the big question you would ask me is, okay, now that you said you laid the foundation to exactly what you folks do, how exactly does the loan work? What is the interest rate on the loan? How will you collect your money? Will the money be given to me directly? When I graduate, when do I start paying back the loan? How many years can I pay back the loan? What are the other terms and conditions to accepting the loan? This Proconnectpay, how will they see the money they give to us? Will you help us process admission? Do you support PGD, BSc, HND, PGD, what again you have, PhD? And there schools in the UK, US, you support. I want to know all of these questions. I'm going to provide answers in the next 20, 15 minutes. So, of course, the explanation I'll be giving. So I'm going to share my screen right now to another page entirely. So we can be dropping our questions in the comments as I speak out. Oh, it doesn't matter if even if you started after the meeting, if you're just joining now, I can assure you, you won't miss anything at all, because this is where we're about to explain the way the loan actually works. This is the main thing itself. So you're just right on point to have joined in right now. So let me just expand my screen so that every one of you can see properly what I'm going to be sharing now. Okay, so I'm going to use somebody's as an example, and let me go to, let me see anybody's name I can pick randomly. Let me see a random name I can pick here. So I'm going to use, whose name can I pick? I'm going to use Emanuela as my example for today. So let's imagine Emanuela. Let's say Emanuela, let me use somebody else's name. So let's say Emanuela, whose name can we use again? Okay, let's say Emanuela McBrain. So Emanuela McBrain. So I'm joining a Nigerian name and a Cameroonian name together based on your introductions you did earlier. So let's say Emanuela McBrain wants to study an health informatics course. Health informatics. Health informatics is a STEM designated program. It's STEM designated, so she's good in applying for the course. Let's say she wants to go to Michigan Technological University in the United States. Okay, so I'll put up my video, just make it easy for me to see my screen. So let's say she wants to study an MSc in, of course, health informatics. So let's also imagine that the program is a 2-year program. 2 years program. 2 years. So I need every one of us to tell me in the comment section, what exactly does our loan cover? What are the 4 major components our loan covers? Can you please tell me in the comments? What are the 4 major components our loan covers? What do we pay for? Tell me in the comments, please. Okay, I'm waiting for our answers. So, what exactly does our loan cover? Thank you, Sophia. Thank you. Thank you. I need more responses, more responses, more responses. Thank you. I can see your responses. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so brilliant responses from everyone then. So yes, in order of importance, in order of importance, Sean, cost of living. Your cost of living is your accommodation, feeding, housing, like you may call it, buying clothes, buying textbook, transportation within the country, within the city, and all of those costs associated with your daily expense. You also get to pay for your health insurance. And lastly, we get to pay for your flight tickets out of Africa. So this is the first year of our loan. Remember, the program is a 2 years program. So there will be first year loan and there will be second year loan. Now, in her second year, she doesn't need a flight ticket because she's already in the US or Canada. So flight ticket is calculated as $4,000. Health insurance in Michigan is about $2,800 US per annum. Emmanuela's cost of living for 1 year in Michigan might probably be about $12,500 US. And the tuition will probably be about $21,000 US. Now, please, all of these figures are estimates. It's not like a reflection of reality. I'm just doing an estimate here for the benefit of everyone, as we, of course, get to explain the way the process works. So the tuition obviously will remain the same in the second year. The cost of living too largely remain the same in the second year. And the health insurance would largely remain the same in the second year. So just to be sure that you guys are following me, can somebody calculate the first year component, total for first year and total for second year, and tell me in the comments? How much is the total for the first year and how much is the total for the second year? Please quickly do that and tell me in the comments, how much is it? The total in the first year, how much is it? Total in the second year, how much is it? Thank you, Titi Lion. How much in total for the second year? Okay, I need more responses. Okay, brilliant, Titi Lion. So first year total is 40,300. This first year total, of course, because you are deducting 4,000 US dollars from the flights. So the amount in the second year would obviously reduce by 4,000 US dollars. So that will be 36,300 US dollars. So please, guys, tell me what's the total component of the loan for the 2 years? What's the total component of the loan for the 2 years? Tell me, what's the total component of the loan for the 2 years? What's the total loan component for the 2 years? Brilliant, $76,600 US dollars. Yes, we got it. 76,600 US dollars. Awesome, beautiful, beautiful people. Thank you very much for your responses. Totally appreciate that. So before we begin to do the breakdown of the loan, let's just establish some things. Let's establish something. So let's check out the earning potential. A graduate of MSc Health Informatics. We're going to Google it up together. So I'm not going to Google it away from your eyes. You will see it for yourself. So let's ask that important question. How much can a graduate of MSc Health Informatics earn in the United States? Oh, I made a mistake. I'm supposed to write per annum. Per annum. So, according to Glasgow, a health information technician, that's like a very junior role, earns about 54,000 US dollars. But other health informatics jobs, so it means if you do a master and work as an health informatics professional, you can earn twice as much as 54,000 US dollars. Well, let's not take that only for us. Let's not just take that alone. Let's check out others. Now, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, this is the Bureau, like the Ministry of Labor in the US. Health informatics and other health and medical managers can earn a median salary of 104,000 US dollars per annum. That's a lot of money. Look at another question here. A master's degree in health informatics is worthwhile. They say there will be a 15% increase in healthcare vocational jobs over the next 10 years. So if you check out a lot of other comments too, you see where they say you can earn several amounts, $100,000, $84,000. So let's use an average figure, So we're going to probably use about, let's use $85,000 in our estimation. $85,000 is what you can earn per annum. $85,000 is what you can earn per annum. We don't want to go for the highest, and we also don't want to go for the lowest. So let's just go for the average figure, which is okay, 85,000 US dollars per annum. That's your earning potential when you study an MSc in health informatics per annum. That's a lot of money. It makes sense, a lot of money. So let's establish a first reality. Let's establish a first reality. Sorry, guys. So let's establish a first reality check. If you are coming to take the Proconnectpay loan and the course you desire to study in the US or Canada, if your total loan is higher than your earning potential per annum, you will not get our loan. You won't get our loan. If the total loan you need is higher than your earning potential per annum, and it's easy to speak for data in the US and get verified data, you will not get our loan. So in this instance, the total loan component of our candidates, $76,600 US. Does it fall within the threshold or not? Can you tell me yes or no in the comment, please? Does it fall within the threshold of the loan we can give? Looking at this person's earning potential per annum and how much loan they will need for the 2 years. Obviously, it does. Thank you very much for your responses. So, yes, it does. So, other key information to know about the loan. The interest rates on the loan per annum, 11.99%. Loan can be repaid in 10 years or less post graduation. Now, if this is for postgraduate students, if you are an undergraduate, well, you pay higher. If you are an undergraduate, you get to pay 13.99% per annum on the loan given to you. 13.99% per annum. You might say, "But wow, why are undergraduates more expensive than postgraduates?" Well, they have more years ahead of them than a postgraduate student. You can pay back the loan in 10 years or less. And of course, it's on reducing balance. If you pay back the loan in 5 years, you only pay interest for the number of years our loan was with you. Only. So it means I want to pay back the loan in 5 years. You only pay interest for the number of years that the loan was with you. But if you want to pay back in 10 years, you'll be paying on reducing balance. It means that your interest rate is not fixed. It keeps changing as your loan is reducing also. All of that, you will see it on your dashboard when you're making payments over the next 10 years. And we do not expect you as a candidate to come back to Africa post-graduation. We do not expect you. You are allowed to come back, but we do not expect you to come back. When you graduate, you will get a job in the country and begin to pay back our loan into 10 years. As a student, you will service the interest on the loan only. So it means that if you are a student, a 2-year program, 11.99%, in the first year, you will pay only interest on the $40,300 that was disbursed. Even if the total loan approved for you is $36,000 US, the actual amount that will be disbursed is $40,300 US in your first year. In your first year. That's what will be disbursed. And that is the interest rate you will pay on $40,300 US. So please, I want you guys to help me calculate this. $40,300 US times 11.99% divided by 100. Please give me the figure in the comments. 40,300 times 11.99% divided by 100. and give me the figure. What does it come to? I'm waiting for the response. 40,000 times 11.99 divided by 100. Thank you very much, Titilayo. You're the sharpest of them all, man. Emmanuel, please, you cannot be raising up your hand when a presentation is still going on. I'm for your questions. When I'm done with my presentation, I'll attend to your questions. You can't be jumping the queue. So please, can you keep your hand down? When we're done with our presentation, the questions will be allowed to be asked. So that figure you got in Titilayo, divided by 12. That figure you got in Titi, divided by 12. This 4,831. Academy, your figure is not correct, too. 11.99%. $40,300. So we are not getting it. Times 11 dot. Okay, let me share my screen so that you understand how calculator is being used. Dots, you have to put the dots there. 99 equal, then you not divide it by 100. So Titilayo was one that got the figure. 4,831, approximately 832 USD. So when you've done that, you not divide it again by 12 months. So in a first year, you might not be paying $403 US. Servicing the interest of the loan only. And why is it important for Emanuela to service the interest on the loan? Why is it important? It will help Emanuela to build up a credit history. Without a credit history, she will find it extremely difficult renting a house in the United States when she graduates. She will find it difficult buying a car on credit, assessing mortgage, and so many other services tied to her credit history. Very difficult because she does not have the credit history. So, servicing the interest on your loan in your first year allows you to build up your credit history. And of course, as a student, you are legally allowed and permitted to work for up to 20 hours every week. You are legally allowed. In fact, illegally, you can even work for more than 20 hours when they'll be paying you cash at the second job you do outside of campus. So, Emanuela will be able to earn between 800 to 1,500 US on a monthly basis to enable her service the interest on her loan. Remember, she's not paying back the principal in her first year. She's only servicing the interest on the loan. So let's have that in mind. She's not doing anything with payments. She's only servicing the interest to build up her credit history. So she's still owing us $40,300 US at the end of her first year. We will now top up our loan by not sending the balance $36,200 US to our school. So once we top up the loan, we will now calculate again 76,600. What's that figure? 76,600. Yes. So let's do the multiplication again and division. Times 11.99 divided by 100. Now you not divide it by 12 months. So on a monthly basis in our second year, she will be paying 765 USD. 765 USD to service the interest on her loan in a second year. And remember I said before, you can earn between 800 to 1,500 US dollars. She's not hustling to take care of herself. We've paid for her accommodation, we paid for her feeding, we paid for her cost of living, we paid for her transportation, her exercise book, textbook, anything that concerns school, we paid for it. She's simply working to enable her to pay the interest on her loan to build up her credit history. So she only pays the interest on the loan. Now, when she has finally graduated, she even has an 8 to 12 month moratorium, where in case she's not lucky to get a good job immediately, which is rare, so that without putting pressure on her. So she has between 8 months to 12 months to settle and sort herself out. But in most cases, most people graduate well and get good opportunities immediately graduate. So when you finally graduate, she now begins to pay both the interest and the principal divided into 10 years. So remember, in our second year, our interest rate was 765 USD. That same interest she paid in the second year is what you continue to pay for 10 years. That same interest rate. $765 USD. Now let's look at the principal. Remember that she's paying off $76,700 US dollars. She can pay back the money in 10 years. She can pay back the money in 10 years. So I want to divide 76,600 divided by 120 months, which is the total number of months made up in 10 years. So let's see what that figure comes to. So this is 600 divided by 120 months. That would be 638 USD. 638 USD. 638 USD. So when you multiply 638 USD plus 765, the total is 1,403 US dollars. Total liability 1,403 US dollars. This is how much you'll be paying for the next 10 years of our life. So the big question now is this. This salary that Emanuela has the potential to earn, let's divide it and see what it comes to on a monthly basis. So 85,000 divided by 12. That would be 7,083 kobo. $7,083 kobo. 7,083 kobo. That's the earning potential of Emanuela on a monthly basis. So if you minus this liability, accident loan, minus accident loan, as accident she has been paying is 1,403. Yeah. So if we remove our debt, accident debt, she's left with 6,000. Okay, no, sorry, I made a mistake. We're supposed to calculate the tax rate first. Our income tax rate might probably be about 75% or 20% of our salary. So let's use 20% of our salary as our monthly tax rate. So as she makes her money, as she makes that 7,083 kobo, We times it times 20, then divide it by 100. So that'll be 1,416. 1,416 USD. That's our monthly tax rates. So when you minus 7,000 is the 3 kobo. Then I left with 5,666. So this is how much is left. So from that same money, you will now minus that student debt that he or she has, which is 1,403. That will be 4,261 that's left. So of this 4,261, Emmanuel will pay our rent, send money to our village people in Africa, buy a car, pay a mortgage, pay insurance, pay for all of those plenty things you pay for living in the United States. This is more than enough money for Emanuela to survive with in the US or Canada. More than enough. If she has $4,000 as what she's left with, after spending a compulsory liabilities, health, sorry, what do you call it? Tax bill and a debt bill, she's good to go. She can live comfortably with this money. Comfortably with this money. So this brings me to my important points. If you are not going to study a course that we deem commercially relevant, Proconnectpay will not fund you. You cannot come and tell us you want to study education, or you want to study gender-based something, or you want to study social work. Courses like that are not deemed commercially relevant. Anybody coming to us wants to study an MBA or a business BSc, an MSc at the business level, and of course, anything you want to study at the MSc or BSc level, you must be willing to study a commercially relevant course. Sorry, guys. So, 1 minute, please. So if you are coming to take the loan, you must be willing to study a commercially relevant program. And please, Proconnectpay, we do not want candidates that are desperate. We do not want candidates that are frustrated in Africa. We do not want candidates that they are having so bad here, they don't want to leave Africa anyhow. Unfortunately, we are not going to fund you if we sense that you are desperate. We only fund students that are very high potential. And your high potential does not show by the degree you came out with or by the class of the degree you came out with. It shows by the effort you are willing to put in to develop and grow yourself to become an high potential candidate so that you can qualify for good job opportunities when you graduate. So if you are coming to Proconnectpay, the first major thing you want to ask yourself is, am I an high potential candidate? Do I merit getting this loan? Am I committed to my long-term growth and success? So there are genuine access to global opportunities post-graduation. So even if you're a first-class graduate, or a 2-1 graduate, or a 2-2 graduate, or a third-class graduate, we do not mind. If you show potential, we will fund you. Graduates of polytechnics, you are graduates of a polytechnic and you desire to study in the US or Canada, either as a transfer student going from 300 level advancing 300 level, or if you have good work experience, you can
So my apologies, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me loud and clear. Please just confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. Rain is falling heavily here, so I think my MTN network is just bad. Okay, thank you very much. So as I was saying, as I was wrapping up my presentation, if you do not show forth that high potential, Proconnectpay will not fund your studies in the US or Canada. And I can tell you for free that I'm not saying all of these things to make mouth. No, I'm not doing any of that. But we have successfully funded people to study in the US and Canada. We have successfully guided people till this morning to also get a visa. We have successfully helped people catalyze that dream of exporting their talent to other parts of the world. So the first thing set for you to do is, of course, becoming a member of our Emigrate or Japan network. If you're a Nigerian, you get to pay 25,000 naira. If you're a Ghanaian, I think you pay about 600 as series. If you're in Zambia, so let me just check out that page quickly. Okay, So in Nigeria, you get to pay 25,000 naira. In Ghana, you get to pay 600 cedis. In sorry guys, I'm coming. In Zimbabwe, you get to pay 22,000 Zimbabwean dollars. In Botswana, you get to pay 800 Botswana pull-ups. In Zambia, you pay 1,000 Zambian kwacha. In Uganda, you pay 240,000 Ugandan shillings. In Rwanda, you get to pay 62,000 Rwandan francs. In Kenya, you get to pay 7,500 Kenyan shillings. And in Malawi, you get to pay 62,000 Malawian kwacha. Yes. So that's the first step. Now the money you are paying, you're not paying money to apply for a loan. You are paying money to join our exclusive network, where we get to mentor you, where we get to counsel you, where we get to provide insights that can help you grow professionally while you are taking on this journey. We also get to mentor and prepare you for your post-distance stage, when of course you're on campus receiving that quality education. You need to be able to stand out in the job market. And that's exactly part of the value you get when you become a member of our network. So once you pay your membership fee and come on board, we assign a manager to you. That manager assigns to you, sorry guys.
So that manager assigned to you is the one that guides you in your loan application. That manager assigned to you will also recommend 3 schools to you. Those 3 schools recommended to you, obviously the schools you make a choice from. Oh, I love this school. I would love to apply to this particular school. We do not mandate GRE, we do not mandate IELTS, we do not mandate GMAT, and we do not mandate TOEFL. You do not need to write any one of these exams. And you don't need to have an admission before you can actually go, before you can start your loan application process. Your admission processing and your loan processing can run side by side. But like I said, the most important factor for us is being high potential. High potential in what you say, in what you do. Proconnectpay, we do not influence admission. We do not influence visa processing. But we want to guide you, to give you the best to ensure you can get an admission and ensure that you get a visa. So if you are here and someone invited you to the trade meeting, please go back to them and tell them you are ready to get started. So they give you the account number or the link. Yeah, of course, you can make your membership payments. So at this point, I would love to open the floor to questions. Oh my God. Unfortunately, I've lost all of the questions that were initially dropped. So please, if you have a question I've not answered in my explanation, can you please drop those questions again? So I'm going. In fact, we don't know, but it's across all the countries, the amount is $60. So we just converted all of the country currency to $60. That's what we did. So $60 is the membership fee, and it gives you membership access for 1 year. 1 year. You have access to our platform. 1 year. Okay, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay. So we give you an opportunity to at least learn how to write your SOP, how to package up your resume, how to package up your LinkedIn profile, tools that would stand you out when you are applying for admission. So yes, to the good questions that we've been asked. Please, I would rather you type your question. So Kende, Sabi, and Ofubu, if that type of questions, I would really appreciate that. So can you phone me and my wife? Yes, Godwin, we have a lot of couples on our platform. Husband and wife going through education. We'll fund the husband, we'll fund the wife. Your wife cannot go as independent to the US or Canada. What exactly is your wife doing if she's doing as independent? It means she's not working legally. And these are the things that US will consider, Canada will consider before they give you a student visa. If you want to work, then go and apply for Canadian PR straight up. But you are going as a student, you cannot say your wife should follow you as independent if she's not also taking the educational pathway. Stanley, if you apply for me, then you have more than enough time. First class students, second class upper, second class lower, and even third class graduates are eminently qualified to apply for our loan. So long as you get an admission in one of our partner schools, we'll be very happy to fund you. So I need more questions, please. I'll not drop them. So Emanuela, if your goal is to go for January, we have schools in the US still accepting application till 1st, 2nd, 3rd of November. So the best is Emanuela, join today now so that we can start up immediately. Jobet, this is not an endowment fund. This is a loan. You are going to pay back our loan. So just like a bank will give you a loan, it's the same way for also like a bank. Focus on education. So we are not going, it's not a scholarship, it's not an endowment. We're a business entity. That's why you're paying interest on our loan. So you're expected to pay it back. So how we got the money is not the issue. The issue is it is not a loan. Any business, any bank or financial institution can get money to do its business. What matters is what they will do with that money. In our case, we give our money to people who want to study in the US or Canada. So we speak. I didn't say don't give cash. I said we're not going to give you the money whilst you're in Nigeria or in Ghana or in Zambia. If I give you $50,000 here, we speak. Will not be travel. Of course, you won't travel now because you just tell me that Proconnectpay, guys, bye. I've gotten the money. So we speak. We won't give you physical cash in Nigeria, but the money will be paid directly to your school. Proconnectpay will help you book the flight tickets. So your feeding money, accommodation money, your school will be giving you the money little by little on a monthly basis. We speak until your visa has been approved and given. Your loan will not be disbursed to your school. So it means that your loan does not take effect until you've gotten the visa. Even if you sign the agreement, it does not take effect until you've gotten the visa. And until you give us a clear mandate to disburse your loan to your school. And the formula of home move at the same time. Dependents like children that are below 8 years old can move with their parents. When I give you a visa, I do not control our outcome. The outcome I control is the candidates that I know are going to groom enough for a visa. But Proconnectpay, we do not give counsel on family visa. But can you apply with your children? Yes, you can. Would they ask to do proof of funds for your children? Of course, they will. Our rate is only applicable to the candidates. So it makes sense for the husband and wife to apply together. Of course, to support MSc accounting, that's a STEM-related course. With HND, yes, you can apply if you have more than 7 years experience. So if you have more than 7 years experience, yes, you can apply with your HND for a direct master's to the US only. Sophia, your husband has to apply as a student too. Get admission, get the loan, get approved. If you want your husband to go with you, the United States will not give your husband a visa just like that because he's your husband. Except your husband has a US travel history and is doing work that they think can be done remotely. He will not get a visa. And when they deny one person, they will deny you and all the family members together. So if your husband wants to go with you or wants to relocate, the both of you should also go through the educational plan. So Emmanuel, why don't you defer resumption from January? Why? What school are you going to? What country are you going to? Why? We don't assist anything deferments. But why don't you defer? If you have an active admission already. So if you can answer in the comments, I would love that. I already said it, Sadi. Our process does not mandate you to write IELTS, TOEFL. We will recommend schools to you that do not mandate any of those exams. Godin Idausa, that's not a good question. We will not tell you what you studied as your first degree to be a determinant of what you will study. You will tell us what you do professionally. So when you tell your manager will be the best place to counsel you on the kind of courses to go for. As a member of our network, every Monday, Wednesday, and on Friday, we do what we call career discovery and career counseling program. So if you tell us what you do professionally, we can give you advice on the best program to go for. Yes, we have a physical office in Lagos, Michael, but we only welcome people to our offices on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, and it is based on appointments. We don't just walk to our office like that. It is based on appointments. You're coming to us for a loan. Why should we be showing proof of funds again? We're going to give you a letter clearly stating that we're supporting you. And you don't even need deposit or anything. Yeah, so if somebody to deposit $100, $200, that's small money you can deposit. But no school will tell you to deposit a major money when you're coming to us. They are partners for a reason. No, Frank Boateng, you have to apply to a school we work with. You cannot just apply to any school. It has to be an institution we are affiliated with. McBrain, like I said before, you don't need proof of funds when you're coming to collect a loan. We get to issue a letter of support for that purpose. Like I said before, flight ticket, we're not going to give you any money. We are the guys that will book your flight ticket for you. Godwin, Gideon, when you say, can you help me get another master's admission? That's an extremely wrong and illegal question, and a very lazy man question also. You are totally responsible for your admission. Proconnectpay does not process admission for anybody. We don't influence admission for anybody. It is illegal. I can go to prison for that. We're a US registered fintech company. Helping you ever to get admission, I can get arrested for that. So it is your responsibility with the guidance of the manager to get admission on your own. Emmanuel, I don't know why you want to defer. Why on earth do you want to defer? Why are you going to Iowa State University? Emmanuel, pay your membership fee, join the network, and you're going for a very good course. You will get the visa date almost immediately when you apply. People tell you that, when your visa is available. Emmanuel, I can tell you for free. The lady that got the visa today, she applied for a visa last week for the first time in her entire life. And for the first time in her entire life, she got an emergency date and she was given a visa today. So Emmanuel, pay your membership fee, join the network, and let us get you started immediately. You have a good course, a good school. I don't know why you're wasting your time. If our balance should be out of here, already pay and let us get you started as the odds. Because with your admission, your process will move faster. So if you don't have 7 years of experience and you're still young, like you're below 35 years old, and you have HND, you can go and do a 2 years BSc. It is you transfer and do 300 level and 400 level in the US or Canada as an HND graduate, as a graduate of a polytechnic. 4 years course. Your 4 years HND is recognized as 2 years BSc in the US and Canada. So if you are still young, below 35 years old, you can go for a 2 years BSc in the US or Canada. We'll be very happy to fund you. So I guess that answers your question, Sabi. Andy, I think I've answered that question. Please, nobody should ask us about can we help with admission. It's an illegal question and a very lazy man question. And I said it before, we do not work with lazy people. We do not work with people that want to pass on the mental work to another person. You have to be willing to do the work on your own. Because when you get there, nobody will help you for a job. Nobody will help you to carry on that education. You have to use your own head to study, your own head to pass. So if anybody goes to everyday admission, it's not that they will help you to read, or help you to pass, or help you to get a job. What initial fund, Emmanuel? You're paying 25,000 naira, you got an admission. I don't see how that's a challenge. Stanley, you asked this question, I think I've answered it. If I'm already telling you about somebody else to go for January, we still have active admission for January. So if you're asking about me, you know what my answer is already. That's yes, of course. And I already said it, I've had it so many times. A first class graduate, someone graduate, so two graduate, and a top class graduate, and apply for our loan. Cape Breton is not on our list, Miss P. So you need to look for a school that will partner with and reapply again. Sabi, you are still asking me the wrong question. Pay your membership fee, join the network, you will get proper guidance when you're in the network. Telling me you study, blah, 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 blah. What are your options? Wrong reason one question too. Asking me where the money is coming from is totally not your business also. Like I said before, I don't even ask First Bank or Union Bank or GT Bank or Citibank or any of the banks across Africa. Hey guys, where did your money you are giving us or when you give us a loan? That's none of your business, my brother. Your own problem is I'm coming to access a loan. Do these guys have the money to give us? Yes, they do. Please, can we drop the payment link for Beloas, Oluwaseun, or Oluseun? So Beloas, please just check out the comments. You see the account number there. Then you also see a link there which you can also chat up my colleagues when you make your payment so that they get to know your information. Please, Beloas, when you make your payment, very important. Click on that link so that you can tell them that you've made your payment already. You don't need the collateral, you don't need the guarantor. I've said it so many times. This process will take how many months? Calculate. When you want to apply to a school, I believe that every school has a timeline. Some schools admit in January, some admit in May, some admit in June, some admit in September. So if you don't tell me your timeline, if you want to resume this January, there are 6 schools in the US taking active applications for this January. Caribbean, no. I didn't say anything about Caribbean at all, Daniel. I only said US and Canada. Ikena Iwu, Colorado School of Mines offers my course. Ikena, if you didn't pass your GRE, you got to go from that school now that has that will not require to have GRE. You cannot ask them what you do. You simply look for a school that does not mandate GRE. Simple. That's the solution. So my advice is join the network. When you join the network, the manager you are assigned to you will recommend a school to you that can apply to. But Ikena, I'm seeing DevOps on your Zoom account, and you said you got admission for petroleum engineering. I'm surprised. Why? It looks to me like an IT guy. So why are you going for petroleum engineering? Your first degree does not matter at all. What matters is your work experience. So don't go and study a course that you know you do not have any work experience in. It's going to injure you when you want to look for a job when you graduate. For any one of you that wants to go to the UK, you want to go to UK, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, please, we only give our loans to the UK for MBA and technology courses. And for you to qualify for a UK loan, it means that you do not have a desire to emigrate. You want to go and study your 1-year program and come back to Africa to pay back your $80,000 loan. We only support extremely high income earners to the UK. So if your goal is to study and use that as an opportunity to emigrate entirely, to relocate permanently, please I beg you focus on US and Canada. Please can we just the list of schools we work with? So I'm always asking of it. Of course, on we have a lot of MBA that is 1 year. So we support 1 year and 2 year programs. But the BSc must be a 2 year program. Most people were admitted for BSc for 1 year. I've answered this question before. You don't need a guarantor. I believe I've answered this question so many times. Okay, so please, okay, I think it's saying Gideon. Emmanuel, 25,000 naira is very small money. You already have admission, so it means that you already have a major part of this your issue sorted out. So go and look for that money so you can move forward with your application. You can resume in January next year. I can tell you for free. You can resume in January next year. So Gideon, when you make your payment, please send the receipt, your full name, your email address, and your phone number to the person that invited you to this meeting or whose group or platform you came, of course, into today's meeting. I think I've answered your question. Okay, please can we post the link of the STEM courses? Miss P, you got visa and refusal 3 times. That is your story there. If you come on our platform with the support and guidance we give to you, your chance of getting a visa is way higher. So yes, you can apply to the US for this January if you want to go in January. But you have to do that today. Join in now so that you can get started immediately. You have just about 12 days to 15 days to apply. Akintola Olayinka, when you pay your 25K membership fee to Proconnectpay, the only extra money you pay is your application to your school. Some schools can say they'll give you application fee waiver. Some might not give you application fee waiver, but you do not pay any extra money to Proconnectpay. Then does your credit history in Nigeria matter when applying? Of course, your credit history matters. If you are owing a bank money somewhere and you refuse to pay them their money, they will report it to credit bureau. I will check your BVN. I will see you owe money somewhere. We are not going to give it to you. But if you owe money before, you were reported, but you cleared the debt and you have a letter of non-indebtedness, and credit bureau has updated your profile, you can still apply for a loan. But you have the running debt now that you are refusing to pay. And because of that, you were blacklisted by reporting to your BVN. You are not going to get our loan. That's the problem with you, German. You see this you just said now? That is the problem with you Nigerians. The thing with US and Canada is, who said that? Please tell me who said it. Somebody told you something somewhere, and you just taking it hook, line, and sinker by saying the thing we don't give. On our platform, we have a lady, 2 children, they got visa. She and her 2 children. I was not going to relocate, but the guy is doing quite okay here in Nigeria. 2 children, she and her F2 dependent got visa. So the problem is when you use the reality of somebody in your family or your friend or what something you read somewhere online to now use to date and judge your own reality. That person is that person. You are who you are. The one you are not living the same life. So don't use somebody else's reality or ignorance or bad luck to equate your own to. So, Michael, if you do not have any experience working as a data analyst, it doesn't make any sense. You cannot use a loan to deviate your career path. because your work experience in Nigeria or in Ghana or in Malawi matters on our platform. It matters to us. So if they're great, how do you get a job where you don't have any issue at all in data analysis? So with your experience working in bank, the best option for you is to go for an MBA, a general MBA. If you are interested in data analysis or data analytics, you can start to learn it on your own when you are there. It's even easier for you. At Sogwa Solomon, we do not fund 4 years program, we only fund 2 years program. Any undergraduate seeking our loan has to currently be in school here in Africa. And they have to be 200 level second semester when they begin the process on our platform. So any undergraduate, no matter where you are across Africa, you have to be in 200 level, going to 300 level. If you're in 300 level, or 400 level, or 500 level, and you do not mind doing your 3 and 400 level again, then yes, you can apply for a loan also. So any other question? Any other question? Sabi, I've already told you what to do. All of the questions I'm asking are totally not relevant. Join the group. When you join the group, we can give you specific counsel. But you want me to give you counsel here? I can't do that. You're not a member of the network yet. We can only give you specific counsel when you become a member of the network. So don't ask me, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do that? This is not a trial and error platform. You have to be intentional in what to say you want to do. But you can get that intentionality through the counsel we provide. This is a general information platform. So guys, I guess if you have any other question, please in 5 minutes, you can throw them in the chat, If not, we would have to call it a beautiful day. For those of you that were invited here by someone in your network or the WhatsApp group, please go back to those individuals. Tell them you are ready to get started. So you make your payments, you join the platform. Once you join the platform, a manager is assigned to you. That manager assigned to you, of course, we recommend 3 schools to you that do not mandate GRE or IELTS. You start your school application, we will do your loan application for you. When you get admission, we will now begin to support you to apply for your visa. With the support we give, see, I'm not making out. 99% of the time, you get a visa. The candidate of today, we fully supported her from the beginning to the end. The one on Tuesday that got the visa from the beginning to the end on our platform. Let me see. Vivian Max Alagua. What school and course do you have admission for? So let's you can give me answer to that. What school and course do you have admission for? Vivian, if you could just answer in the comments. What school and course do you have admission for? Engineering management, what school? Good school then. Vivian, if you need funds for January, get started now. Join our platform today. With your admission, with everything you already have, it will take us 48 hours max to approve your loan. Once your loan is approved, we issue you a letter of support. You send to your school. Once you send a letter of support to your school, they will release your I-20, so you can start to apply for visa. So you pay for your service and pay for your visa application. Then of course you now apply for a date. You will get next year, but there's a way we'll now teach you on how to request for an emergency appointment. Once you request for it and it's approved, you go for your visa interview. But before that visa interview, would have given you certain level of nurturing, mentoring, and how to answer questions at the visa interview. Andy, if I want to ask the question again, if I miss a question, I'm very sure I attended to all questions, but if you think I missed it, you can just drop it again. Godwin, if you were denied the visa before, it does not stop you from applying for a visa again now. That will not concern us if you are denied or not denied. It has nothing to do entirely with what you are doing, except you are denied because you committed a crime or an offense. So if it's not, agricultural courses, fortunately, Solomon, are STEM designated courses. So for the US, we will gladly fund you For Canada, we will gladly fund you for any agricultural oriented course because they are STEM designated. Senator Andy 007. The age limit for our loan is about 47, 45 years old. So you're totally fine if you graduated 15 years ago. Until you're 47 years old, you can apply for our loan. So, Senator And, if they've cleared it and your BVN is no longer flagged, of course, yes, you are good to go. We know that most of those online guys, they don't really do credit indebtedness thing. So if they've cleared it, like if we run the credit check on your BVN, I will consider it totally clear. And of course, if you now tell credit bureau to give you an updated credit report or history on your profile, and we see that it's totally clear, then you're fine, you're good, you're totally okay. My advice would be that if you have that kind of history, before you get started on our platform, you can join, but before you now get started with the loan, my advice is that go and pay them. I think it's like 5,000 or 3,000 to get their reports. They'll give you a comprehensive report. So that report, when you apply for the loan too, we'll also upload it too. So that just in case it is flagged, that report, okay, it has been totally updated. You don't have any problem. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, to study security management, please, I don't know who your manager is, but please tell your manager to share on that link of somebody that they shared that you have. Go and check out that somebody. You will see that there's a number. I don't know what's whether it's about 5 or 6. If you have a money loan, it does not matter now. So long as I'm paying back your loan, no problem. It even shows that you are a creditworthy person. The registration fee Vivian is 25K. Okay, please, can you drop your link? Drop your link so that Vivian can chat you up. So please, okay, Deborah, drop your link so that Vivian can chat you up. Once she chats you up, they will drop their account number with you. Please go back to that platform and ask them to share their account number with you so they can make your payments. I've said it before, an accounting course is a commercially relevant course. So thank you very much, everyone. I have to stop right now for my next meeting.